What is the dumbest thing you've ever done while you were high? I was typing on the computer and kept trying to make the numbers uppercase because I couldn't figure out why I was just getting percent plus uppercase numbers. I'm dead. So like, Roman numerals? Once I was looking at the moon and I was just noticing the details in it, and I took a step forward to get a closer look like a dumbass. This is totally something I would have done sober. Had to go inside and sizzle down after that one, lol. One time when I was in high school, my mom went grocery shopping and of course I used her time away to smoke a joint. When she came back with the groceries, she called me out to the car to help bring them inside. I put some Visine in, slipped on my flip-flops and headed for the car. As I'm bringing the groceries in, maybe 2-3 bags at a time, I'm bringing them all the way to my bedroom instead of the kitchen. My mom locks the car, walks in the kitchen and says, "Where the hell are the groceries?" I'm standing there, eyes bloodshot because the Visine didn't kick in yet, like, oh shit. I remember saying oh shit, then quietly going upstairs to get all of the groceries, like 12 fucking bags. As I'm bringing them down, she's giving me this look and keeps asking, "Are you okay?" Probably knowing damn well I was high out of my mind. Now she smokes more weed than I do, lol. One night I go in the backyard to get high. I leave the backyard lights off so that my older neighbors can't see what I'm doing cause I'm immature like that, lol. I got a glass of ice water in one hand and I stepped into my pitch black backyard. Every time I move I hear a sound like there is an animal stalking me in the many bushes in my backyard. Whenever I stop the sound stops, but once I start moving again it sounds to me like the leaves in the bushes in our backyard are rustling and there is an animal in them. If I try to go back toward my back door the sound follows me. If I move further into the backyard the sound follows me. I am legit freaking out thinking there is a big animal stalking me in my backyard. Turns out it was just the ice in my drink clinking every time I moved. I never felt so stupid in my life. This has happened to me so many times it's embarrassing. I got super blazed one night near the beginning of pandemic lockdown, and went across the street to the drugstore to get some chips and such. As I approached the automatic glass doors I saw a person standing on the other side, so I waited for them to come through. I stood there waiting for what felt like an eternity. I was getting frustrated, like what's up with this clown? Can't they see I'm waiting for them? Then I realized it was just my reflection. I was looking out the glass sliding door one time at a friend's party and bonked my face against the glass super hard and laughed to myself, gave myself a thumbs up, then saw a dude I didn't know laughing hysterically at me. I'm never leaving my house again. Edit, I just can't not embarrass myself in every possible situation. The bouncer at the entrance of the club put his arms out to indicate that I should do so for him to pat me down. Instead though he wanted a hug so I hugged him. How did they receive that? The bouncer just laughed and was super nice about it. He still patted me down though. A sober friend put the other high guy's phone in my bag. I found it funny so I left it there. I completely forgot and took it home with me. Later on an alarm goes, so I go investigate and then find the phone. Tried to tell the guy and called his phone. The phone that was in my hand. One time I was on the phone with somebody. I told them to hold on because in my mind I need to look for my phone. After about 30 seconds of searching my pockets, only then did I realize I am in fact a dumbass. This happened to me too, except my friend, who I was on the phone with, tried to help me find my phone by asking where I last had it. Never even occurred to us that we had to use it to talk to each other. I microwaved cheesecake because stoned me found it odd that it was always served cold and not hot like it should be. And on a related note, piping hot cheesecake will take those munchies away real quick. This is fucking hilarious. I was making ice cream with berries and the strawberries were new and shiny and smelled nice, you know that smell, so I kept telling them how amazing they're doing at being strawberries and that I was proud of them. Food is such a wonder when high. Ate cat food. When I lived with my parents they had 2 cats. They would buy huge bags of cat food and put the food in a 5-gallon bucket with a lid and keep it in the garage. usually to keep it safe from outdoor animals since it's the country and there is possum, raccoons, mice, and other small critters. Well, I got home one night from hanging out with friends and seen the bucket of food was open. I went inside and the self-feeder was close to empty, so I decided to refill it. When I went to the bucket of cat food, I wondered if it was stale cause I wasn't sure how long the bucket of food was left open. So I ate a handful and chewed a couple times until I realized what the hell I was doing and spit it out. I still don't know if it was stale or not, it was just crunchy lol. Today I learned you are a possum. Was holding my cereal in one hand and phone in the other. Went to toss the phone on my bed, tossed the cereal instead. I have to consciously tell myself not to do something like this sober all the fucking time. Had a glass of water and my phone in my hand the other day and had to remind myself to not throw the water on the couch. As I sat down I started to throw the fucking water and thankfully my brain was like, wait a minute, you just said not to. I've had sober moments like this with my baby. She will dirty up the changing table, so I grab wipes and a new diaper and baby to change on the floor. My brain has almost had me toss baby instead of wipes and diaper to the floor. I think logical solution here is to just stop tossing my supplies. Very tricky brain though. I was high as a kite with some friends. I look up at the sky and I was in awe. There were dozens of shooting stars through the sky. About 2 minutes later I realized the stars weren't moving but the clouds were. Me and my friends waiting for the shrooms to hit, playing some music with visuals on YouTube. Look at those stars in the background flying by. My friend who was still sober, it's a still image. One of my favorite things to do on acid is play Animal Crossing. The grass texture in particular does some weird stuff. The first time I did it I had to ask my sober wife if the grass texture waved with the wind like the trees do. She just laughed and said nope, they're a still texture. Then it started doing a lot more than just waving. Good times. I saw tiny bugs crawling over a little flower among the grass. I realized they had never heard music before, poor little guys, so I put my phone next to the flower and gave them the concert of a lifetime. This is so wholesome. And funny. I was frantically looking for my phone, which was in my hand the whole time. I don't even know how many times I've done this lol. I don't need to be high to do this. Lol. I've done that while talking to someone on it. I only realized when the person I was talking to asked me what I was looking for. Not me but my sister, we were both high at the time. We were cooking dinner, can't remember the dish. I think it was poblano tacos with some Monterey Jack. Idea is, you hollow out the peppers, put the cheese inside, then put them over an open fire to char the pepper and melt the cheese. Well, while one was cooking, I was prepping another. I can't remember how long it was, but for a good minute or so, I hear my name, the cheese, in a soft and quiet voice. Took me a bit to realize she was trying to get my attention, then I noticed one of the peppers was on fire while she was standing there, staring at the stove, still whispering the cheese and not doing anything about it. Pepper tasted great though. Edit, yay, I kinda forgot a step. You gotta fold the yolks back into the whipped whites, and some flour as well. You want to be gentle so you don't lose the fluffiness. My dude, you're supposed to char the chilies first, then you clean them by removing the charred skin and remove the seeds on the inside so you can then fill them with cheese or whatever. Just pop them in the oven. Although, the pro-Mexican move is to whip up some egg whites to stiff peaks, dredge you chili in flour, then cover in the fluffed whites and fried for a true chili relleno experience. Anyways, just sharing some tips for easier munchie making. Peas. Some Mexican markets sell the poblanos roasted and seeded ready to fill. Serious time saver if you have access. Was with a group of friends with a bong in rotation, my turn in rotation, so I spark up. It was quite windy and I'm not the best, so it was taking me a bit. One of them said something that caught my attention, so I stopped what I was doing to say something. And then I went back to trying to spark up. For the life of me I could not get it. I was trying another 5 minutes and I'm thinking, why the fuck can't I do this? The wind ain't even blowing anymore. I was attempting to spark up an open water bottle which was a bit to the left of the actual bong. 2 of my friends were deadass watching the whole time thinking I was just fucking around, but no, I genuinely didn't even notice immediately. At least it gave all of us a good laugh. Me and my housemates at uni once got incredibly fucked on S and ketamine. For about 2 hours we kept trying to motivate ourselves to collect up our things and go home. We eventually managed to sort this out, but took at least another hour to get down the stairs and out of house. Once we were out on the street I said, so what the fucking hell are we doing? And my mate said, for the last time, we're going home. To which I replied, but that's our house, which it was. 3 hours of sorting out going home. From our own house. We just went back in. But on K, sometimes your home is like 2 distinctively new places that are nearly completely unrecognizable as your home, so I kinda get it. Plus the E to add amped up confusion to the matter.